Right then guys, today I had a few beers last night, Jack had a few beers, Dave had a few beers. He's obviously still watching documentaries because he ain't turned up this morning, so God knows where he is. He'll turn up at some point. Jake, don't know, lost him, don't think he even comes anymore. Anyway, back to it. We're getting the shell, Sierra shell, dragging it all out, getting it all uncovered. I'm going to start taking the bits off we need and get this chopped up, and so we've got more space to put a load of rubbish basically, but it's full of wheels, God knows what else, rabbits probably, and rats. So we're going to try and get this cover off, then we've got to try and get all these wheels out and get it all slid out here and then start hacking it apart. Well, not hacking it, taking it apart gently because we need the bits to go back on that one, so fingers crossed it all, because we ain't got another shot here, have we? So yeah, let's get into it then. Get your gloves on, Jack. Could be a carp in there, you know. Fishing pole. It's gonna stink. Oh! Yeah, wow. Look at this.
That absolutely reeks.
Stinks, doesn't it?
That'll be handy. A third man.
A day. The only other thing I can think of. I'm a perfect waterproof cover. I'm just to drill a hole in it. I really want to drill a hole in it though. Got it out then. Bit of a pond in the front, but we got it out anyway. So all we're going to do, basically what we did on the other Sierra, is obviously drill all the spot welds, try and get these wings off, but we've got to be obviously dead careful with this because obviously can't be bending all stuff up because we need to use these wings again. So fingers crossed we can get all this off, get the both wings off, then we've got to get front screen out, rear screen out, and then we've got to try and tackle this roof, drill the spot welds all along here, and then the roof is actually like physically welded at this back part, so obviously we've got to get the screens out, expose that, cut down there with obviously like a grinder or something, and then it should, this whole panel with the sunroof bit will all lift off, and obviously that's our replacement then for that one. And then obviously there's other bits we need off this, so we'll probably roll it on its side and whatnot. Obviously we're going to do that when the wings are off so we won't damage them, and see if there's anything else like them rear bits we need. I had a quick look underneath, it looks good, but I don't know if they've been repaired before like previously, so we'll have a look, grind it all back, see what they're like. Fingers crossed they're good. I can get replacement parts, but I'd rather use original bits for it, and it'll just be easier. Yeah, so I mean all here is good. I know Dave was saying just make metal, but if that's all good and we just need to weld bits in, you can just cut that straight out, cut it out of that, and then weld it back in. So it's looking like we've got a good solid in the right areas. Down in the other areas it's crap, like there's holes in the floor and all sorts. I mean there's a big hole down here, but this, I know a lot of you are going to say, was this a shell and all that, but this was broke up donkeys years ago, and we had it off, like I say, our mate Dave, who used to break these Sierras and stuff and escorts, and he had this stored away as a solid shell. We bought that off him with a load of other bits like I've said previously, and no, it's helped us out. I mean we could have got these bits off like just a non-Cosworth Sierra, but it wouldn't have, I don't think it'd have the correct, it wouldn't matter, you can rivet them on, but I don't know, it's having Sierra Cosworth bits onto another Sierra Cosworth, so it's not as if we put 1.6 wings on. It don't matter, I don't think they're much different. You might say to me, no there is some differences with it. The only thing I can see is where the side skirts mount, but let's have a go at this then, Jack. today, man. This must really blunt fit, because I know it was a used bit. I think I might have another one, but it whizzed through them top bits.
You off?
Hopefully. Do the honours.
Go for it.
Well, lad. It's a bit easy with the doors off, but yeah, managed to keep. Obviously, we can straighten all that out. Get some pliers or something, straighten that out. That, obviously, I didn't want to damage all this. Like on them other ones, to get them off, we ended up bending all that up, which we weren't too bothered, because obviously not going back on, but it's all good. Bit of repair work we've got to do here. But you don't obviously see that, but we'll just repair that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, Jack.
It's a lot nicer to get off the other one, wasn't it?
I think they're Mark 1 Focus RS badge. All the rage back in the day. But it's pretty good down here as well. Might weld a bit back on there to obviously fix that, but obviously the side skirt covers it all, so we can repair that. But all in all, should we have a little try it on? This is where it don't fit. All this hardware. I'll tell you what, it probably won't fit very well, because that's there, but we'll just see. Obviously, if that weren't there, I could swap this on, but you can see what it's going to do. Obviously, it's 10 times better already. If that was all fitted on correct. I'm going to strip. Obviously, you see all the original stuff, like the stone chip in there. We're going to strip these wings. We've got this solution, what I've looked into, what we're going to get, like a paint stripper. So like I said, we want to take them back to bare metal, because obviously if you sanded that down, keyed it, and obviously it's red, and then you have that painted moonstone grey or whatever, blue, as it's classed as. But if you get a stone chip, say, a chip, and you'd see the red still, we don't want that. We don't want obviously red bits showing through and whatnot. So we're going to strip this back to bare metal, inside and out, and get some crepe primer on it, seal all the inside of the wing with like a stone chip or something like that, and obviously then we've got to get these fitted back on, welded, spot welded all back in. I'm not too sure if we're going to spot them, or we'll probably just weld where the spot welds are, where we've drilled out, so weld that up on every single one. So exactly the same as a spot weld, but you just use obviously a MIG welder and weld it up. That's the plan. Might be completely different, so we need to find somewhere. We're running out of room in here. But you know, like, this is a bit deteriorated, so this is obviously, this is what I was saying, this has been done at a later date. This could have been a wing and a front panel, because this has got a date in it, so that's yeah. To me, that's an original Ford. But saying that, that's an original Ford panel, right? But that weren't an original Ford wing, was it? But I know what might have happened. They did like spurious wings. It's a correct word, ain't it? Spurious. But they didn't do front panels. I don't know. But that's what, 31st of the 1st, 90. So it'd only been like a year old, wouldn't it? If that was a genuine part and that was replaced at that time. But saying that, if you went into Ford to order that and they had that on the shelf, that would probably been on the shelf and made then. So you could have gone in 1996, say, and that would have been sat on the shelf since the 90. Yeah, 90. So I don't know, it just seems weird. So that bump there could have been just the wing, or it could have been this and that. And then I think it had either a bump again, and that's why it had a different colour. But what I don't understand is it had a different colour front bumper and it'd been painted. Why didn't they paint the front bumper? I don't know.
2 bumps.
Huh?
2 bumps.
Might have had 2 or 3 bumps, or it might have had a damaged front bumper or whatever. I don't know. We don't know. Someone might know. If you know the history on this car, let us know, because we're in the dark a bit. We've got a story which we're gonna have a little sit down and we'll explain everything to you and what we've been told about this car and what's gone on with it, and then previous owner or whatever can get in touch, or if someone knows the car or whatever, get in touch, let us know what actually happened with it. But you'd have to stay tuned to see our little sit down, going over mileage, accident, damage. It was stolen apparently, so it's all, stay tuned, we'll explain all. Jack beavering away here on the last little bit. Been a bit awkward this one, but we're getting there. You know when your missus like texts you or rings you going, oh, I've caught the wheel. You know that thing. Well, Jack caught his wheel. His missus is better at not curving wheels than Jack. But you know when they text you and you think, all right, okay, and you just think it's probably just like a little like scuff like that. But actually, when you get to it, because they ain't got a clue, it's more like that, isn't it? Because a little tiny scuff to them means there's nothing wrong, but something major, like the wheel would have to be in half for them to notice, if you understand what I mean. But no, that weren't my missus driving, that was someone else's driving, I think.
Right, after a good couple of hours, finally got the 2 wings off the other one. Didn't seem as bad as getting them off these, but did take me a bit of a firking. But they're finally off. I can go back on the other one now. Well, once we've stripped all the paint off it anyway.
I don't know how to do this now. Yeah, it's got to be something like that. I thought, no. I think. How do you do this now? Because it traps it. Sure it does.
You stuck on the thing here? The rearview mirror?
Oh yeah, I am. I've been down it. See, you use brakes. You know that's safety glasses.
And some gloves, mate. 51st, Stokes.
It's gonna.
It's braking. You got all the tools you have. Get on for a windscreen. You're not filling me with confidence for getting the other windscreen out.
I'm not feeling with confidence.
Incredible Hulk.
Really, that's rear view mirror.
If there are any windscreen removal experts, hit us up.
Yeah, because we kind of need to get that other one out. I mean, my pay is just to have a new windscreen fitted, you know what I mean? Because that in there isn't the original screen anyway. It's not as if it's a, I don't think it's a patent forward one, but hopefully we can get this rear window out without breaking it, so we've got then a spare for if we, when we take that one out and if we break that one. On here. So yeah, me and Jack have had a bit of a wrap up today because we've got a barbecue to go to. It's just us two today. Dave was going to appear, but he forgot that we was down there and ended up in a beer garden. And apparently it was my fault because I didn't text him that we was down there. But anyway, so yeah, we had a good day. Weather's been good, so we've been working outside. Got the, I think that's Dave over there. Lost in the beer garden. Yeah, I got the wings off. They come off really well. Didn't really get much damage on them because I was really worried about getting them off and obviously causing a load of damage and done it all for no reason. And then we had a look, got the windscreen out. We need to get the rear window out, and then obviously we're going to tackle the roof then. So yeah, good day. We've got to get the roof off next, and then we're going to see what other bits we need to get off it. And hopefully the weather's good again because we kind of want to do it outside because inside's a bit, it's a bit tight for space. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, the usual. You know what I mean? Any info would be great on stuff. Like I say, we ain't ever done this before. Not with a Sierra, and we ain't gone this involved, have we, Jack? With a car. Like I say, Jake's gone this involved, but it's a lot of work, so we'll get it done, get it sorted. But yeah,
It's been a laugh.
Been a laugh as always.